Hi guys, this is Samir.
Before you freak out, this is me extra excited in Rome by seeing all the wall art. In this vlog, I'll be covering the top 10 places that I visited in Rome.
Cool to like just chill and meditate here when no one's around. But I doubt
There's never a time when no one's around.
I flew from Stansted, which is an hour away from my home, to Rome via Ryanair. This is the air bathroom in Roma. Air, water, soap.
Nice bright sunny day. This is my friend Kevin from the States and his cousin Josh. I'm here in Rome with them, and this is the Colosseum.
The Colosseum is an almost 2,000-year-old structure that was built for entertainment purposes, and it used to host gladiator fights as well as animal hunts and recreation of battles, and almost 65 to 80,000 people could fit in. It's a beautiful structure. We went there on a sunny day, used the scooter, Lime scooter, and on to the next adventure now. Next up, we went to the Roman fort. One thing unique about Rome is that every place is so beautiful and historic, and the buildings are amazing, as you can see around here. Next up, I grabbed a sandwich with my friends on the way to explore more of central Rome. And then we went to the Trevi Fountain, which was an amazing place. You might have heard about the Trevi Fountain, where people throw their coins and get their wishes complete. So that's what I did. So apparently, a cool fact, around 3,000 euros are collected from Trevi Fountain every day, and basically the government collects that money and then donates it for homeless and poor people in Rome. So if 3,000 per day, that's around roughly a million, more than €1 million a year. So that's a lot of money going into good hands. That's where I threw my coin. And the story goes like, if you throw the coin once, you come back to Rome. If you throw the coin twice, you find love. And these are my friends throwing the coins.
Look at this magnificent view.
Next up, we went to the Pantheon, which is an amazing church, again in central Rome. The Pantheon means the temple of all gods in Greek, and it's a very old structures which first was created in 30 BC. Then it got burned down, and around 150 AD after Christ, it was built up again. Now, the building and the dome in this is absolutely fabulous. It is one of the largest, in fact, the largest unreinforced concrete structure to date. That means it shows how advanced the Romans were.
Mary and Jesus.
Yeah. Maybe.
Are you really in church?
I grew up like Christian.
No. No.
Pro tip, they're all Jesus.
Yeah, not so religious anymore. Like, I don't go to church or anything like that. Kind of more along the lines of his.
They're spiritual. Yeah. There's this really good song I was listening to the other day. It started off, like it said, like, I know you believe in God, whatever version of God. You may have a different name for it or something. I was like, yeah, that's kind of true.
That's
Even
so
like
true.
hardcore atheists, like they do like believe in not have like
Something.
God or being around.
Yeah.
So
Some people don't. Like Rick, my friend Rick, my old roommate,
yeah.
he's like fully like there is no God.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no beginning, no end.
That's
no
the other like main
so
difference. And I'm like, dude, how is that serving you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just choose to believe something that makes your life better?
On our way to the Vatican City, we just entered a random church on our way, and it was so beautiful I had to share. Usually in Rome, you'll come across a lot of random churches on the street, and my advice would be to just go walking and soak in the beauty. One thing to note is that Lime scooter is a very good way to get around Rome. It's slightly more expensive, but an amazing way to see the structures around Rome and experience uh, what the city has to offer. Next up, we went to the Vatican City and the Sistine Chapel tour. It was around 22 euros per person, and we bought the tickets online beforehand. Otherwise, we had to queue up for at least an hour. The Vatican was beautiful, so many structures and art as you can see. And in the next 2 minutes or even less, I'll show you what I covered in the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel. And mind you, there's no pictures allowed in the Sistine Chapel or photos, but somehow I managed to squeeze in a couple of short videos.
Buono!
Buongiorno! Felicità, salute!
Bread. The Fanta here is bigger than normally.
I know what's up with that.
We had wholesome pasta after our long Vatican tour, and I definitely recommend this place in Rome. The city had water fountains in every other corner, and the water was very fresh and drinkable from it. So the next day we went to the Catacombs, which are underground graveyards, and they're usually found in the outskirts of Rome. And this one was very interesting because it was one of the largest ones in Rome. And although slightly creepy, the information we received from a guide there
Catacombs
was
in
very
Italy,
interesting.
in Rome, as I said, 64. So basically the archaeologists are having nightmares about catacombs. We don't want to know anything else. Here you have two skulls. To see them better, I can pass through my flashlight. Here we go. To see them, stay on the left corner and shine behind the brick in the middle. The rest are oil lamps. There is still one stuck in the wall, still blackened by the fire. And Christor. Christe in pace, annis 4. Christe was buried here in peace. She was just 4 years old. And instead of the V, the let's say the stylistic number over here is different of the usual V. But the walls were really
There's an ATM for cannabis here.
There's 2 grams for $10.
Without your green in your hand.
He's from the Bay Area.
And then